Welcome back, guys. Andre here from fxSSS.net. When it happens, we're there. Come along with us. Subscribe. Right, I left this chart on the prior video I made a few minutes back. So I'm just carrying on to show you top-down analysis. But what I like to show you here is the 15-minute signal. And we were examining this GPC for in a prior video and all the money you made, right? But look what's happening right now. And here's your TDI, sorry, not your semaphore, and the big boy is up. There's there, 5, one candle later. So, I can give it to you, and you may or you may not make the right trade. You yourself have the ability to go down to a 15-minute, 5-minute. I know there's guys that trade 5. I seen guys trade 1-minute charts. And I thought you crazy, right? But to have a reliable signal, there's less noise in 30 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hour, and better time, more time to make a decision to make 6,000 Rand. I really don't know what it is about trade in 5 minutes. I was here, and I was really not a good person at that time. I traded erratically, I smoked, I cursed, I never broke my PC. But and it's like what Steve Morris says, slap the wife, kick the dog, slap the Wi-Fi, I don't know. But that's a situation on a 15-minute. You can enter on a 15-minute, your sniper entry, but Steve himself makes decisions based on 1 hour, and from the decides when to go in. So you can see there's a 1 hour there, the semaphore still up there. You can see this massive spike to the top. You know what's going on there. There's an order block right here, right? And look at that. This is a 1 hour chart and it's moving down. So you grab what you want to do and you're shooting out. This is what Steve loves. But look at the TDI, right? The TDI is not telling you much. So you shoot on to a 15-minute. You're still getting a signal here on the 1 hour, right? You're getting a signal there, and you're getting another signal here. If I take I don't know what's that signal there. Well, it's red, so it means go down. If I look here, this is blood in the water, and it's soon becoming an MBL. And it's the price action line, the green line, is trying to cross over the trade signal line, heading towards the MBL. We really like it from this point here. And if you follow Jeff from FX Mindshift up in the UK, you'll see that he only takes entries after it crosses and closes above or below the MBL, the market baseline, the yellow line. Then he'll enter the trade. He's gotten his confirmation that there's manipulation here, and now he's going to make a decision once it crosses here, right? He'll enter here. He'll enter there. Watch the cursor. He'll enter. Oh, come on. He'll enter here. Right? That's a good trade, eh? Very good. That's a CFA. Okay. Let's see what our signals give us, and let's do a top-down analysis. Where are you? Where are you? Okay. I haven't switched the server off. And I'm going to go up right up until here. It's 5 o'clock. Remember, the American markets have opened, so there's a bit of chaos going on up there. Let's look for something 4 hour and do a top-down analysis. Right? 4 hours are not that much influence. Here's a nice one. USD JPY, shark fin above, buy entry. I had it highlighted. Maybe we examined it. But let's go have a look at it. This was at 22.5. Right? Now also, where you are in your time zones, these candles can differ, right? Because my 4 hour candles would start from my broker, and my broker's time is exactly my time, same time I think. There's also this thing that Jeff has, a GMT offset, to tell you what time your broker is. So let's just put it up on the chart as a matter of interest. And say okay, and my offset is 2. So my broker's time is exactly my time. So my 4 hour candle, I can say, starts at the same time. 4 hours starts for me, And a 4-hour candle would be, if it's plus GMT2, that means a 4-hour candle starts at 2 o'clock in the morning. So we're heading towards the close of a 4-hour candle. Let's validate that, and we can see this 4-hour candle started at 2 o'clock and it's going to end at 6 o'clock. Let's check it out. And 2 hours behind, 2 o'clock, right? Here you can see at the bottom, and it's going to close at 16 plus 4 is 20. It's going to close at 20. It's going to close pretty soon, right? So this 4-hour candle is basically done. So just remember your GMT offsets, not your broker times. Very important. Okay, I'll see if I can take this GMT offset out. So I knew it. Okay, so my time is my broker's time. Very good for me. Take my 4 hours out, but a candle remains a candle on the chart, right? A 4-hour candle is the same as it is in Brazil, in Iceland, in the deepest, darkest hole in Afghanistan, in the highest mountain in China. A 4-hour candle is a 4-hour candle the world across. Nothing different. It's just your time zone, right? So my time zone right now in America opened up 4:30. It is now 5 o'clock. They're half an hour into trading. So there's still a lot of activity. Let's switch over to that GP USD JPY shark fund 4 hour. See if we can do a top-down analysis on that. Okay, 4 hour. And not a pretty 4 hour, right? Here's your shark fund there. So this one, for me, I don't know. 4 hours. 1 day TDI. They're all arguing now. It's gonna range. Something I picked up just as a matter of interest with Market Maker, Composite Man, and all of that. Thursday he starts preparing the trap. Friday he gets into the trap, and Monday he extends the trap. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is like trading, really trading days, But Monday and Friday are trap preparations or trap extensions. Despite what people say, it's just my observation of it. You may have your own, and I respect that. And it's good that you're observing these things. So let's ignore the USD JPY. And we, unlike certain signal providers, we get signals all the time from fxtripolis.net. We examine at you on, I remember. Right, here's a New Zealand USD. Yeah, this one here. Now, this thing's become active, right, because American markets open. But let's look at it nonetheless. It could be extended. It's a MBL. It's a US CAD. It could be heading off to a shark fin. This one here. 4 hour US CAD. MBL add-on buy. And that was at 20 to 5. So there's a US CAD. There's a 4 hour. There's the MBL add-on buy. Let's look for it on a 4 hour. Look what the 1 day looks like. 1 day looks good, eh? 1 day is also MBL. Right, and this is your 4 hour, right? 4 hour. Remember, I have 3 TDIs here. This is your 4 hour. But it's the same of all, right? So, first thing, put up, say, okay, this is my supply and demand zone. It passed the ADR range. There may be a retracement, but it's on its way up. So, I need to make a decision on this now, right? I go and I look at my fractals. I see there's nothing on top of it. There's an order block up there. There's an order block up there. It may be heading towards that order block. Area of interest to the market maker. Right? There's an order block up there. You got to read up on order blocks and how they formed. And this order block comes from this here: push down, push up, order block formed all the way down. Right? You can see here's an order block here. Right? Push down, push up, order block formed based off that D. But they came in and collected on it. So we can ignore this order block here, really. I would say that. So what is our assumption, or what is our analysis of this? We go, let's say we're going to enter this trade. Right? I'm going to take out these particular things here. This semaphore. And I'm going to put in this here. And I'm going to go and I'm going to close this up. And all I'm going to do is this here. Let's just say we got the signal here. Yeah, let's do the analysis like this. Let's say we got it there, top to bottom, somewhere there. Let's say we got it there, and this one we need to know, should we continue trading? So we got our signal, let's say about there, a MBL, which is about here. We got that signal, and now we're doing a top-down analysis, right? It's on a 4 hour, so I'm going to go down to a 1 hour and see what it looks like. And let me just swing over. And there's a 1 hour, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's just close it up there. Let's say we got it at the end, right? And we can see it was a shark fin now, right? So, and we see that they're all really running very well. And here, this is a railroad track. And that alone, and there's a double bottom, triple bottom, maybe. I don't know. There's it, right? Boom. So we had to get in here, somewhere here. We would be making money, right? If you had to get a signal for you would have gotten this 1 hour signal telling you there's an MBL, it became a shark fin, right? And you just done a top-down analysis, and you look to your left, you'll see that there's a double bottom, there's a railroad track, right? It's an immediate jump out of that. And now we're going to go over to, let's ignore the 50-minute, let's go down to a 15-minute. And if we were in that trade at that time, here's this whole block here. Easy D. And 15 minutes would be, get this right again now, 16 candles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Depending when it happened, right? So I'm just going to put my 4 hour candle back up. And yeah, let's say at that time, and now there's a drawdown here, but there's that entry point there. These are all signals you would have gotten. You're trying to do the top down analysis looking backwards is a bit difficult. I won't say difficult, but you can still see if you were in this time frame here. Let's say you're in the signal, this 4 hour signal came somewhere here, right? And you look here, you can see this is all still good. And this candle is forming this 4 hour candle, right? And I'm going to take this out. And from here, you'll get a pullback, right? There's a shark fin there, there's an exit D. But let's just say you got it somewhere here. You've still gotten something out of it in there. And if you continue, there's another exit D. And if you continue, there's another exit D, right? So top-down analysis is looking at candles, pattern formations, candle price action, and saying to yourself, the longevity of a trade on a 1 hour, what does it tell me here, right? If I put up my TDi on chart, these things are still lying outside the volatility band. So for me, they're still good, eh? The moment it crosses over back below the volatility band, that's the time I become concerned. And here it's heading down, right? And there's a semaphore, there's a 5D, there's a major semaphore up there. and this is on a 15-minute chart. Okay, take note of that. There's your semaphore, right? And it's moving between these points here. These are the semaphore. So this was really a burst to the outside. And here's your squeeze. You don't see that squeeze here, do you? You don't. You see it here with your on-chart TDI. And this is top-down analysis. You pick up the squeeze, you pick up the range. I always say when it's ranging, it's getting ready for an explosion, so to say. And here's the one, right? And then it came back up, and then it just continued in the opposite direction. And this is pure market manipulation here. Definite. Right? But this is a 15-minute chart. Right? To do it, to trade off a 15-minute, you need to really be good at what you're doing. And I enter on a 15, I don't deny that, but I analyze a 1 hour and a 4 hour. So let's see if we can find a nice 1 hour, 4 hour again. And they coming in years, I know these move very fast. Here's a US CAD, here's a New Zealand USD at 5 o'clock. On the dot, 5 o'clock. 1 hour. Top-down analysis. We need to make top-down analysis. New Zealand USD. The signal said to me it's a possible peak formation low. Semaphore 3. And it's a buy. 5 o'clock. My time. There's your semaphore. It's a possible buy. And I go and I look at this and I say, it's a MBLs, eh? Right? If you are monitoring our signals and we got an MBL here, yeah, I would have taken that trade. But there's a breakout. And you've been made aware of it. Right? There's a shark fin here. No, there's an MBL here. Right? But there's a semaphore company. So be careful of this trade. Look at your supply and demand. There's no demand at the bottom. There's no order block at the bottom. If you look at your support and resistance, right, it broke through support, right? So they say break and retest. It may break and retest and continue down. Let's see what that is to us. This is that's a 15-minute. Oh, sorry, I was on that signal was on the 60. My apologies. There's the signal there again. Same thing happened here. So take this out and let's remove all the noise here. The semaphore. My apologies, guys, but still, there's a sniper entry. Right? Sniper. But there's a semaphore. 9 or 36. Right? So this is a major point in the market. This is what Wyckoff refers to as change of character. Could be a change of character. And if I go to a 4-hour TDI, this is a 1 day. Just correct this. Let's get the 4-hour. There's a 4-hour TDI, right? You can see it's going down. This is heading down, according to TDI. This is now MBL on a 4-hour, right? There ought to be a New Zealand USD 4-hour signal here. Let's see if I can find that. Bearing in mind that I found it. Ah, come on. Right, I found it. New Zealand EZD. That day is this here. Right? So if we were to get this, let's go 4-hour chart. Would we have gotten an NBL entry? Definitely. Here's your NBL. Sell. Easy there. Amazing. Subscribe. Right? Sorry about that. Yeah, I get excited. Right? So this is a 4-hour and it's a 4-hour. We're going to do basically a one-day TDI. This is a 4-hour on-chart TDI. And it's lying inside the bands, but it's below the NBL. So it's an NBL entry. It's a good entry. Right? It's ranging, but it's going down. And if you look at supply and demand, there's nothing below it. There's ADR low, which according to Steve model, be careful of, right? And fractal support, it broke, well, it's trying to break through the 4-hour support. So just be aware of it. And the semaphores behind it. So it will retrace, continue down. Semaphore, retrace, major semaphore. But still retrace, maybe form another major semaphore like that there, continue down. It's up to you what you want to do here. But you are being made aware of the fact that there's this potential sell, and your appetite for pips will depend on your entry here. So you look at this 4-hour, clean your chart up a bit so you can do your analysis. Right? We got the signal, let's say the time it happened here, 20 to 4. Is it there? Right? In South Africa, 24th of March, it's 25 past 5. We're examining a top-down analysis. USD 4-hour, New Zealand USD 4-hour. Take out these things here. Take out my fractal. I just want to do a top-down analysis. Take out my semaphores. Take out that. And just know that it's around here now. I don't have to put a block around it. It's the very last one. So come on to 1 hour. What are you doing, buddy? Right? What are you doing? What are you doing? Right? And I can see, sniper entry, 1 hour, sniper entry. Right? Okay, heading towards the 4-hour, it was below there. Right? 30 minutes, what are you doing? Right? Come, 30 minutes. Is it 30 minutes? Yeah, it's 30 minutes. Okay, it's getting ready for shark fin. 3 shark fin. Right? And finally, 15 minutes. It ought to be in a shark fin, I'd say. Maybe coming up. Now it's getting into a shark fin, yeah. Now you see it ranging now. Now it's annoying everybody. Right? And for the heroes out there, let's look at a 5 minute. And you can see on a 5 minute, it's beginning to range. Bear in mind, there's a 4 there. That means there's a semaphore here. Right? There's a blue semaphore on 9. Is it there? It's going to go up, going to come down. There's a 2 now. That's an NBL move. We'll leave it here. There. Exactly. Thank you. I needed that. They call that repainting. You've seen it yourself right now. Right? And there was a signal. You got a signal. There's a breakout. Right? To the bottom. The breakout's continuing. Now there's a video by Tro, the rumpled one. And he explains semaphores and he explains it very nicely. And it's a link on our website that explains semaphores. This thing will only reverse if there's no semaphore on the candle, which is 1 time frame higher. So if you look at a 15, when will this reverse? Is this semaphore here? There's a semaphore, it won't reverse. Is this semaphore on a 30? There's a semaphore on a 30, it won't reverse. There's a semaphore on a 1 hour, there's a semaphore on a 1 hour, it won't reverse. Is a semaphore on a 4 hour, this won't reverse. So let's remember this, and I'm going to document this, and I'm going to test Tro himself. New Zealand USD, there was a semaphore on a 4 hour, and you look at a 1 day, there's a semaphore on a 1 day. And they say when this thing closes, only then when you find a candle without a semaphore, on that candle that you find the previous one, when that one closes, then the reversal will take place. You need to watch this video on throw. You need to watch it once or twice. The rumple one, you'll find it on YouTube, but I've got a link to it, right? But you can see this is on its way down, but it's sitting in a demand, supply, support, resistance zone, whatever you want to call it. Right. So the reversal is not going to take place. So you can gladly go down with this according to throw. And we'll come back to this. And I'm going to document it. Quite bold. And we'll have a look at it tomorrow or maybe next week. USD 4 hour USD 749. Delete reverse. Okay, top-down analysis, guys. So, as you can see, many signals out there. Many. Right? You just need to do your analysis. Shark fins and MBLs are the safest. Snipers, be careful of. There's a sniper, very careful. So one day, you can handle it. Right? A lot of one days. But MBLs, shark fins, very good. There's a little shark fin, becoming a big shark fin. This year, just look at this particular trade and we'll finish for the day. And so you enter there, you enter out there, somewhere in the middle. It's 106 pips. It's $1,000. In my country, that's well over 16,000 rand. Okay, I hope everybody enjoyed that. If you want some more top-down analysis, let's get to it. But that's where we are. You notice that I didn't do a top-down analysis on a BTM template, because all of the BTM template is telling me is when are these zones. Let's open it up on a 15-minute. Come on. I'm going to pause it. Oh, okay. Right. This is 15-minute. It tells me that's an Asian session. That's London Open, that's New York Open. I don't really need that, And Steve's EMAs, yeah, thank you. And you can see nicely here. If you, well, let's just spend 2 more minutes on this. Let's leave the BTM template up here, and let's look at it. Right, this is something I never done and should have done it to validate what you're doing. These 2Z MBLs all the way down, right? Let's put the exits in. Need to find it. I have so many indicators out here. Yeah. Okay. Right. There's the exit. Oh, that's a lovely exit. Right. This is a 15-minute chart. And look at this. Here's the exit. Let's take this out. Right, let's do our semaphores in. Look at it. And Steve says, when the ketchup is, the mustard below the ketchup, and all of us, then you're going down. I don't know his rules quite exactly. I just like his mannerism in which he points out manipulation. But then when he brings his EMAs into play, and there's a 4, there's a 2, there's an MBL. This is all Steve stuff, right? You can put up his big ones just to see clearer. 5, 13, 50, 200. Much clearer, much nicer. Right? These are 2s, these are 2s, all running in alliance with Steve. Thank you, Steve. Let's close that up here. Look at this beautiful lock all the way down. And where's the exit? There's the exit D, there's the exit D, right? Because of these here. But then when you come to the MBL exit, it's that one D, which is that big XD. If you had to run the MBL exit on this, you'd have gotten 80, 90 pips, right? Lovely. Really, really lovely. Okay, I hope you guys enjoy that. I think I'll do another session, not to convince you, just to show you how signals are good. I never thought about actually putting it up on the PTM template with the sessions and the EMAs and all of that. So let's do another session. Maybe after this, there's something I just need to discuss with you guys, and then we can do another session on this here. Let's just end it off for the day, looking at another currency that we don't look often at. Come on, let's take Euro GP, one of the strong boys of the silent killer. Right, look at that. Shark fin, 3, easy D. And these entry signals are based off on the EMA as well. Look at that, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. Exit, 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 exit. You know, exits are good, eh? Means you back profits. Exits are good. You back profits. You went back in. You back profits. Don't look at this whole thing. I want this whole thing. Just look at what you got. This here is a strong currency. That is 12. That to USD, that's around $160. Nice. This is your American session. That's your US session. That's your Asian thing. Whatever. Is your peak formation high? Yeah, this is actually good. Your peak formation high for the day. Your peak formation low for the day. Now comes this New York reversal, and then accumulation distribution, whatever you want to call it, settling down for the day. The reversal is coming up now. It's going to bounce off that 50, that 200, whatever Steve says. But this is very, very nice. I like it. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. Have a good evening.